Hello, my dear students. Today we are on chapter number 2, Diversity and Discrimination. In the previous chapter, lesson number 1, we read about what is diversity. And today in this chapter, we will see diversity as well as about the discrimination. Diversity, we know that every individual is different from each other. They are different, they have different language, they have different lifestyle, and people, we don't even look similar with each other. So each and every individual is unique, we can say that. Now, discrimination means finding out the negative thing in the people, or we can say in religion also. So let us begin the chapter. Difference and prejudice. There are many things that make us what we are: how we live, the languages we speak, what we eat, where, the games we play, and the things we celebrate. All of these are influenced both by the geography and history of the place where we live. So see, in the previous chapter we saw that India is a diverse country, not because only people speak different language or wear different dresses, but the history and geography also makes India a diverse country. People from Arab, they came to Kerala and settled and started their trading business. And some 2000 years back, Christianity came into Kerala as well as in Ladakh. So we saw that the history has also made India a very diverse country. And geographical also, India is known as the diverse country. Now, what is prejudice? Prejudice means when we think of a person like he or she is very different, or we can also say that we don't like that person without any reason. We don't like that person. That is known as prejudice. It also means that we also don't like that particular religion from where the people belong. So this means prejudice, and that's why we find out the negativity in the people or also in the religion. Now you will get an idea of how diverse India is if you look even briefly at the following statement. Now we will get more idea of how diverse India looks like by reading the statement which is given below. There are 8 major religions in the world. How many religions we have? We have 8. Every single one of them is practiced in India. So religion, what are the religions we have? We have Hindu, we have Christian, we have Muslim, we have Buddhist, isn't it? We have Parsi. Then we also have a Sikh. So all these religions are practiced in India. We have more than 1,600 languages that are people's mother tongue, and there are more than 100 dance forms. So in India we have about more than 1,600 languages and 100 dance forms. 1,600 languages means we have 1,600 mother tongues. It can be more than 1,600 also. People belong from different communities, have different mother tongue. They don't speak in the same language. Of course, when we communicate with people, we talk in Hindi or in English. Hindi is a national language and English is an official language. So when we talk to people who belong from other community, we either talk in Hindi or in English. But when we talk with the people who belongs from the same community, so we speak to them in our own mother tongue. So we have 1600 mother tongue in India, and each and every culture, they have different dance forms, folk dance. So there are more than 100 dance forms in India. Yet, this diversity is not always celebrated. This is because we feel safe and secure with people who look tall, talk, dress, and think like us. Undoubtedly, after being having like 100 dance forms or like 1600 languages, mother tongues we have, still we don't feel comfortable to talk to people who doesn't belong to our same community. We always talk to the people who belong from our community and also who has the same taste of food or same style, same dressing style. So we feel comfortable with those people only. And this is the reason why we don't celebrate also. Like if you talk about Christians, if they invite us, somehow or the other we might feel very hesitate to go and be a part of their celebration, because there the people, they will speak their own languages, isn't it? And they will get mingle up in their own community. And if we go to their party or their occasion, we somehow like we will feel very hesitation, because we will not find any person from our own community, and that's why we'll feel little bit hesitation. Same like wise, if people who are Hindu and if they invite the people from other religion, they might also feel very hesitations to come and be a part of our celebrations, isn't it? Because they might they will feel uncomfortable when they can't speak in their own language, or if they don't find their own taste of people. So this is the reason why India being a diverse country also, we don't celebrate each and every festival. Sometimes when we meet people who are very different from us, we may find them strange and unfamiliar. At times we may not understand or know the reason why they are different from us. People also form certain attitudes and opinions about others who are not like them. Look at the statements below that you believe to be true about rural and urban life in India. Tick mark those that you agree with. Okay. Now, sometimes when we meet people who are very different from us, we find it very unfamiliar and very strange. Like for example, if we are traveling by train, and we get connected with different kinds of people, but we don't go and talk to them. Why? Because they are stranger to us. We don't even know that what kind of person he or she is. So that's why we don't talk to the strangers. And also we may also find a negative thinking about that person, that if I go and talk to them, I don't know what kind of person he is. So that's why we often don't talk to the person who are not like us, because we always frame a negative thing in our mind. So there is a statement about the rural and the urban life in India. Rural people, the people who stays in a rural place, especially their thinking, their way of talking, lifestyle is very different from the people who lives in the urban areas. Urban areas means the people who stays in the cities, and rural means who stays in the villages. So their opinions are very different. So there is a box given, and in the box there are some statements. So we have to tick the statements which we feel that it is correct and we agree. Now in this box we have some statements about the rural people and the urban people. So we have to tick mark on those sentences which we agree. Now the first, more than 50% of all Indians live in villages. Yes, I agree. Villagers do not care about their health. They are full of superstitions. No, I don't agree. People in villages are backward and do not like to use modern agricultural technology. See, before some few years back, the people of villages were very backward and they were not aware of the technologies about the agriculture, but now they are being educated about the technologies which they can use for the agricultural purposes. So here I don't agree. In peak harvesting and plantation season, families spend 12 to 14 hours working in the field. Of course, they will spend 12 to 14 hours. Why? Because harvesting season, it is the most happiest season for the farmers. So I agree. Villagers are forced to migrate to cities in search of work. No, I don't agree. Next, on urban people. Life in the city is easy. People here are spoiled and lazy. No, I don't agree. People in city, they are not spoiled and as well as they are not even lazy also. And life here in the city is not also easy. In cities, families spend very little time with each other. It is correct. I agree. Because they have to look after their families, and then so that's why they have to work, and this is the reason why they get less time to spend with their families. People in cities only care about money, not about people. No, I don't agree. Living in a city is expensive. A large part of people's earning is spent on rent and transport. I agree. City people cannot be trusted. They are cunning and corrupt. No, I don't agree. Now let us see here. Do you have a prejudice against rural or urban people? Prejudice means do you have a very negative thinking about the rural or urban people? Like rural people are very superstitious, but urban people are very free-minded. So if you have such negative thinkings about them, so you give your answer according to the question. Find out if this is shared by others and discuss the reasons why people have this prejudice. Can you list some of the prejudice that you have noticed around you? How do they affect the ways in which people treat each other? So if you found any negativity about the people around your society, so you can write, and also you can write about them and also the effects on the people. Now next, some of these statements see villagers as ignorant and superstitious and see people in cities as money-minded, lazy and cunning. When our opinion about certain people are always negative, seeing them as lazy, cunning, stinky, and some of these statements, then they become prejudice that we carry about them. When we always keep on thinking about the people that he or she is like that only, they will never change their way of living. They will never change their way of living, or they are very superstitious. They are thinking like this only. So that is called prejudice, means giving a negative impact about the people. Now prejudice means to judge other people negatively or see them as inferior. We always keep on judging people. That also not in a positive way. We always judge people on a negative way. When we think that only one particular way is the best and right way to do things, we often end up not respecting others who may prefer to do things differently. Like, for examples, I will take the example of my mother. What does a mother do? Mother always looks after us, isn't it? And if we do something wrong, a mother is the only person who corrects us, isn't it? But sometimes as a child, we feel very irritating and we feel very angry, and that impacts us on our thinking also. We always think negative about our mother. So that is prejudice. We always think negative about our mother. No doubt, mother is she makes always good decisions for us. But sometimes her decisions may not matter to us, and she may also not listen to our decision. So that's why we keep a very negative thinking about our mother, and slowly we stop respecting our mother also. Such examples is, if we think English is the best language and other languages are not important, we are judging these other languages negatively. As a result, we might not respect people who speak languages other than English. Yes, sometimes people who always speaks in English, when they hear people speaking in different languages, or if they see people who are speaking in broken English, so they will always think that this person cannot speak English properly. So we judge the people on the basis of their speaking quality, also on their language. So we keep a negative thinking on our mind about those people, and that's why we lose respect for those people who can't speak English fluently. We can be prejudiced about many things: people's religious belief, the color of their skin, the region they come from, the accent they speak in, the clothes they wear, etc. Often our prejudice about others are so strong that we don't want to form friendship with them. At times, we may even act in ways that hurt them. So in this statement, I would like to give the example of school. When we come to the school, we find different people belonging from different religion, and there we often judge the people, our friends, when we meet them. Like if a friend belongs from different community, we may and if a friend doesn't speak in our same language, we start judging our friends, isn't it? We keep a negative impact, and then we also don't like to talk with that person or that friend, our classmates. And because of this skin of the color also, if our classmate doesn't look like us, and doesn't speak like us, or if the accent, like if one of our classmate came from the village area, and if our classmate accent is very different from us, like he or she may speak in English, but their accent may not exactly be the same like how we speak. Like he or she's English may not be fluent as us. So from that part also we start judging our friends, and it becomes so strong that we doesn't like to talk to that friend. And we also suggest our other classmates not to talk to that friend of that classmate of us. So it somehow or the other, it hurts our classmates due to our behavior, due to our prejudiced behavior. Now, next topic is creating stereotypes. Now, what are stereotypes? Stereotypes means we keep thinking in our mind that if you are a boy, then you have to go to work, and if you are a girl, then you have to do the household work. Means in a generalizing about the boy and the girl, that what work a boy should do and what work a girl should do. So this means stereotypes. All of us are familiar with gender differences. What does it mean to be a boy or a girl? Many of you would say we are born as boys and girls. It is a given. What is there to think about? So, stereotypes, it generally we can see the impact on gender differences. If you are a boy, then you have to you have to do this things, and if you are a girl, then there is a limitations where you have to do the things. So we keep the thinking in our mind that we have to be like this only. We have to grow up in this boy. If I'm a girl, then I have to wear this kinds of clothes, and the boy, if I am a boy, then I have to wear this kinds of clothes. I have to talk in this manner because I'm a boy, and I have to be polite when I'm talking to the person, when I'm talking to the people, because I'm a girl. So this means stereotypes. But there is a statement given below. So let us see what does it mean. Now let us see. Arrange the statements given below in these two sections according to what you think is appropriate for the section. Now there are some statements for the girls and the boys. According to you, which will be the appropriate statements you have to write for them. Number 1, they are well behaved. Well behaved, it can either be boy or for girl and a girl. So I will write for both of them. They are well behaved. Now next, they are soft spoken and gentle. Soft spoken, we often say for girls, and gentle, we use the word gentle for the boys. So it will go for both boys and the girl. They are soft spoken and gentle. Here also, see, soft spoken we often say for girls, isn't it? For boys we say they are gentle, but now we can say for boys also that they are very soft spoken and gentle. They are physically strong. So physically strong we often say for boys. Next, they are naughty. Naughty, this statement also naughty. The word naughty we often use for boys. Next, they are good at dance and painting. It comes for the girls. Next, they don't cry. We use this word specially for the boys. They don't cry. Boys don't cry. Then they are rowdy. It is also for boys. They are good at sport. Then they are good at cooking. It goes for girls. They are emotional. Goes for girls. So this means stereotypes. Sometimes there are some words which means only for the girls and the boys. So like they are good at cooking. We say it for girls. Then they are emotional. We often say for girls. Isn't it? So these are the stereotypes. Now check with your teacher's help who has put which statement where. Find out and discuss people's reasons for doing this. Are the qualities you put in for boys something that boys are born with? So these are the qualities, like boys don't cry, boys are very rowdy, girls are very soft spoken, they are very good at dancing, and then they are very good at cooking. So all these statements we keep especially differentiate between a boy and a girl, gender differentiations. Okay.